A wise man's jokes. A wise man once faced a group of people who were complaining about the same issues over and over again. One day, instead of listening to the complaints, he told them a joke and everyone cracked up laughing. Then, the man repeated the joke. A few people smiled. Finally, the man repeated the joke a third time but no one reacted. The man smiled and said, "You won't laugh at the same joke more than once. So what are you getting from continuing to complain about the same problem?" The moral: you're not going to get anywhere if you keep complaining about the same problem but do nothing to fix it. Don't waste your time complaining, expecting other people to continue to react to your complaints. Instead, take action to make a change. Number 2. It's never too late. The story: in the 1940s, there was a man who, at the age of 65, was living off of $99 Social Security checks in a small house, driving a beat-up car. He decided it was time to make a change, so he thought about what he had to offer that other people may benefit from. His mind went to his fried chicken recipe, which his friends and family loved. He left his home state of Kentucky and traveled throughout the country, trying to sell his recipe to restaurants. He even offered the recipe for free, asking for only a small chunk of the money that was earned. However, most of the restaurants declined his offer. In fact, 1,009 restaurants said no. But even after all of the rejections, he persisted. He believed in himself and his chicken recipe. When he visited restaurant #1,010, he got a yes. His name: Colonel Heartland Sanders. The moral: there are a few lessons that you can take away from this story. First, it's never too late in life to find success. In a society that often celebrates young, successful people, it's easy to start to think you're never going to be successful after a certain age. However, Colonel Sanders is an example that proves that argument wrong. This story also demonstrates the power of persistence. You have to have confidence in yourself and believe in your work for other people to believe it also. Disregard anyone who tells you no and simply move on. Number 3. The boulder and the gold. The story: there once was a king who decided to do a little experiment. He had a giant boulder put right in the middle of the street. He then hid near the boulder to see who, if anyone, would try to move it out of the way. First, some wealthy merchants walked by. They walked around the boulder, complaining that the king hasn't been maintaining the roads very well. Next, a peasant walked by, heading home with his arms full of food for his family. When he noticed the boulder, he put his groceries down and attempted to move it out of everyone's way. It took him a while to move it, but he eventually succeeded. After the peasant gathered up his groceries to carry on home, he noticed a bag lying in the middle of the road, just where the boulder once was. He opened the bag to find that it was stuffed full of gold coins, along with a letter from the king saying that the bag's gold was a reward for the peasant to keep because he had taken the time and energy to move the boulder out of the road for the convenience of others who would be traveling the road in the future. The moral: the peasant in this story was taught by the king that every obstacle you face offers an opportunity to improve. If you're able to push through moments that are challenging, you may end up being much better off than you were before you started trying. This story also offers a lesson of personal responsibility. If you see a job ahead of you, don't leave it for the next person to do. Rather, step up and get the job done to help the people who come after you. Okay, so thanks for watching.